room, if you would, please identify yourselves and the agency that you are with, and we'll get to as many as we can in the short amount of time we have with our student athletes. Let's take to this gentleman on the right side, Kevin, third row, and there we go.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Kenton Gibbs, Locked On ACC. Kevin, you went from a backup, somewhat unheralded, to now leading a team to a ACC championship game appearance, college football playoff, and now you're a Heisman dark horse. How do you stay level-headed, humble, and hungry throughout that type of meteoric rise?
You know, just remember where I came from. At one point, I was known as a nobody, just out there playing, and then now I'm working my way up, and you know, it's honestly a blessing. And you know, I just try to stay level-headed. Just you know, have my teammates check me. You know, if I ever get too cocky or whatever, have my family check me and all that stuff. So I just try to stay level-headed at all times.
Kevin, we're going to go left side, gentleman in the blue shirt, fourth row.
Kevin, you obviously had a fantastic season last year, but struggled against Penn State on the road in the CFP. What did you take away about handling that hostile environment, and how will you put that into action when y'all go to Clemson this season?
Yeah, you know, I took a lot from that game. You know, like I tell myself all the time, I honestly needed that game. I needed, you know, a bad game like that to bounce back and you know, come back in and remind myself that, you know, I can play at this level and I can do all things I'm capable of doing. So just taking that game and going to the Clemson game, you know, it's going to be kind of the same environment. I'm just looking forward to heading to Clemson.
Kevin, right side towards the back to the right of the cameraman.
Dean Rolski on theponyexpress.com. In a college football landscape that is constantly changing, you come back to SMU with a coaching staff that remains exactly the same. How much did that help you in this offseason and will help you pick up where you left off?
Right. Yeah, it definitely helped me a lot. You know, just coming in the building, knowing I got the same coaches, same offense, just things like that. Not me having to think too much of, you know, oh, I got to remember this, I got to learn this, and all that type of stuff. So it's really a big help just having the great coaching staff around me. You know, they push me each and every day to get better, and you know, just trying to uplift that task.
Kevin, left side, hard towards the wall, young lady in the red dress.
Katrina Sackins, Sports and Culture Media. Kevin, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Nick Saban called you one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the country last season. You guys made it to the ACC championship within the first year of y'all's entrance into the conference. Many people would consider that a successful season. What would you consider a successful season for this upcoming season?
Yeah, you know, big shout outs to Nick Saban mentioning that. But you know, I think we had a really good season last year. I mean, it didn't end how we wanted to end, but I think this upcoming year, I think our end goal is, you know, to win the Natty, win it all, win the conference championship, and that'll be a good season for me, I think.
Kevin, right side, fifth row.
Brandon Pockeris of the League Winners. You had a very, very successful 2024 season. You were able to do a little bit of everything in the air, on the ground. But heading into the 2025 season, what have you been the most focused on improving in your overall game as a leader, et cetera? And what are you most excited to showcase in this upcoming season?
Yeah, the things I've been working on, just, you know, working on the little things, taking that very seriously. Being a better leader, being a more vocal leader at that, and also just, you know, decision making. You know, it kind of cost me a little bit last year, but I think heading to this year, I think I'm getting way better decision making and making the right reads and all of that. And just looking forward to see my team play this year. Honestly, that's what I'm more excited about.
Kevin, left side towards the door, almost in the back.
Hey Kevin, Deshaun Miner, College Football Nation. I wanted to know, can you point towards moments throughout this offseason where you and your teammates, you and your coach got closer and you felt it? Like, for the media, we don't get a chance to see all the time those moments.
Right.
But can you point to those moments to us so we can have some tidbits?
Yeah, I think it's an everyday thing, honestly, just sharing a locker room with those guys, lifting together, running together and all that. I think it just builds like courage for our team. Everybody is going through the same struggle on the field. Like, we're conditioning days, we're out there, you know, dying, killing us and all that, and we're just able to lean on each other for help and all of that. And I think that's able to make our brotherhood so tight. And yeah.
Kevin, we're going to get your last question. We're going to move the microphone to the left of the camera stand, almost towards the back.
Gotcha.
Hustling over.
Graham Dietz, Boston College, Eagles on Sports Illustrated. How's it going, Kevin?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. You know, one of your big starts, one of your first times starting back 2 years ago in the Fenway Bowl, you played Boston College, and since then I've played them another time, and you're going to go back up to Boston to visit BC this year. Just tell me about kind of your take on the initial series history with BC, and what it was like visiting Boston for the first time then.
Yeah, I got asked that question earlier about the rivalry of Boston College and SMU. I think it's a really good rivalry that's coming along in ACC. So, I'm looking forward to head up there to Boston and play Boston College. It's a really good football team. But the first initial thought going up there to Boston, weather was kind of crazy. It was pretty cold, wet, and all of that. But they're a really good team. So I'm excited to head back up there and get that rivalry started.
Kevin, thank you. You can switch places with Isaiah. Folks, once again,